Welcome back to AFLSuperCoach for 2024. This is the round 10 team selection. Now, if you watched my last video, it was Operation Get Luke Ryan in. Now, I had a bit of a think over the last couple of days, and it's going to sound a bit hypocritical, but I don't think I'm going to bring him in this week. So if you want to take off your subscription to this channel, no worries at all. Thanks for stopping by. I just think 666 is a lot of money to pay. I know it's Luke Ryan. I know he's been scoring really well. I don't know how long he can keep that scoring up. I'll probably look to bring him in after his bye, so then he gets a clear run at it. I just don't think where my structure is at the moment I can be affording to spend 666,000 on a player. So I've done a few different things, which I think will improve my structure sort of as a whole. Alright, so let's go through them, and if you're new around here, please of course hit the like and subscribe button. I want to make sure I try to get to 500 subscribers as soon as I can. I'm on about 118 I think, so spread the word, send the YouTube channel to your friends. So let's get started. So we've got Nick Dacos, more than likely going to have him as vice captain this week. He's got Adelaide and Sheasel, Hayden Young, Whitfield, Stewart and Closey. So I've got to keep Howes and Graham. I've used all my boosts now, so I've got 19 trades left. But next week, I'm just going to be, pretty much it'll be Operation, I know I'm going to say it this week, it's going to be Operation Get Rid of Deadwood Rookies. So Graham will be in the chopping block, Howes will be in the chopping block, Garcia, Clark, a few others as well, to bring in some rookies that'll be on the bubble. Alright, so midfield, I've actually gone to complete my midfield. Okay, the midfield is where the engine room. It's where you score the majority of your points usually. So at $494,500, I can't resist Clayton Oliver. I know he's a bit underdone. I know they've got a bye coming up soon. I just think to finish off the midfield, Clary at $494,000, if he can get back to what he has done in previous years, is an absolute bargain. So I've decided to go down that route. I picked up Sullivan as well from Collingwood. I could have picked up Reveal from Brisbane, but I think Sullivan's probably got more of a scoring potential, I think, albeit extra 20 odd points more, but still, you'll take that from a rookie. Makes a bit more coin. He's got a very good break even too. So Garcia and Clark on there. I don't think I'll rookie loophole any of them at all. What I've actually done this week is I traded Harley Reid, so Harley Reid's gone, and I moved Luke Jackson from R2, which was the move I made when Sweet was sick last week. So I got rid of Grundy to bring in Sweet to make some money. That kind of backfired because I got 1 week out of him and then he didn't play. So I had to move, to avoid a donut, I had to bring in Luke Jackson, which with the thinking of a few rounds down the track, meaning this round, I was going to move him into the forward line, which is what I've done. So I've got rid of Harley Reid, brought Luke Jackson into the forward line, which I had quite a bit of money left over as well. So I brought in Marshall from St Kilda, 525. I think that's a pretty good pick for 525. So my rucks are done. Jordan Sweet's just going to sit there and probably until he's bye. Fingers crossed he makes a bit more money. If he gets up to 350, 400, I'm going to use that as cash to upgrade either to Luke Ryan in defence through some DPP or boost my forward line. Alright, so essentially I've got 3 keepers. I'll classify Luke Jackson as a keeper, and I've got Wilson, who's probably the highest performing rookie at the moment, and Darcy's not doing too badly either, so pretty decent averages for rookies. And then you've got Garcia, who just puts in an 84 out of nowhere. So that's kind of my forward line. So if we looked at it from how many positions do I need to fill to be full primo, 1 defender spot, which is going to be Luke Ryan. I've just got to work out how to get to him. Midfield's done. Rucks are done. Sweet is therefore going to be the cash to use to upgrade 3 spots on field for forward line. So I feel like I'm sitting in a pretty good spot at round 10. 19 trades left. 4 upgrades to go. Alright, so essentially if it takes 2 trades to get an upgrade, 1 up, 1 down, that's 19, 4 to go. So I'll have 11 trades. 8 trades in total to get my team to full primo. I'll have 11 trades left to ride out the season with. So not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. This season I've certainly upgraded quicker than I usually would have. So now I think it's time. My strategy now is to I've probably upgraded as much as I can by bringing in Luke Ryan after his bye, and we need to wait and see what forwards are going to pop up. So that could be Christian Petrarca in a couple of weeks. If that's the case, I'll swing Petrarca down into the forward line. I don't know whether he's going to get DPP, but if he does, he'll be straight in there to bolster up the forward line. A couple of other options that are flying around, Zorko and McRae. I just can't trust either of them, to be honest. McRae I can trust more from an on-field perspective. It's Bevo that I just can't trust that he's not going to have him as the sub or drop him or just do something ridiculous with him, So that probably takes McRae out of contention. It's the reason why I jumped off Riley Sanders quite early too. Zorko, injury history. Simple as that. And depending on where Brisbane get to, they may sub him, they may rest him. Geelong's managing players and all sorts of things. So it's not out of the realms of possibility. The forwards this year have been it's been a disaster. It's been a disaster. So yeah, probably look next week to bring in some rookies here to boost my cash generation to help me through the buys. But that's how I'm looking. So Dacos vice-captain, Bontempelli as captain this week. So I think I'll put the emergency on Sweet. Hopefully he scores quite well. I'll have Jones, not too, 38, average of 61. I think Sullivan and Clark. I might put the E on Sullivan. Why not? Just for something different. Could always put the emergency on Clark, and then I think most of those midfielders should score more than the rookies anyway. Could probably even put no, I can't put Garcia in the mids, in the forward line rather. So he'll have to stay there. So he'll be getting a bit of cash on the side. And Howes and Graham. So I'll put the emergency there on Howes. So yeah, Closey. So this is recorded Thursday about 6:15. So teams haven't actually dropped yet. They're about 5 minutes away on the East Coast anyway, in Melbourne time. So barring any great omissions or anything like that, this is how I'm going to structure up for round 10. So with the idea now to be just to save the 19 trades that I've got, be very conservative. I've done my upgrade cadence, if you want to call that. Haven't got a full complete team yet. We just don't have the full primo options up forward. It's just the way it is this year. So every player's basically boosted their defence and the midfield. So I'm going to try and milk Closey for all he can give us, and then start to really look at some of the rookies coming in to build some cash generation, build up a big war chest of rookies, and flick a few players at their buy as well. Probably Hayden Young, I think, is in the firing line. And that's probably all, to be honest. So I'm actually not in a pretty good spot, considering. All right, thanks very much for watching. Teams will drop in about 5 minutes' time, so if there's anything drastic, I'll obviously let you know. I'll put a comment on the video. Let me know how you're looking for round 10, where you're sitting. My rank's about 7,000th. It should be much higher for the for the caliber of side that I have for this point in time of the season. I should be a lot higher. But it is what it is, so fingers crossed we can have a good round this one. And all the best for round 10 for you. I will see you in a couple of days.